Hey you, this is Krayos the Bear. You're joining us in my new video for Phasmophobia. The brand new update is absolutely incredible, and I want to talk about a topic that is going under the radar. Like, no one is talking about how good the sound sensors are, because I think they became one of the best items in the game, and I will show you why. So the sound sensors are these three. You have three tiers. I think that Tier 3 is mostly useless, like the Tier 3 specific functionalities are not too useful, but starting Tier 2, this item is actually godlike, and I will show you why. It's really, really good at saving sanity, and... oh, I did not save it again. It's really good at saving sanity and at finding the ghost really fast, so it will save you time and sanity. We're gonna play on Nightmare, except that we get the monitors back on because I really like the monitors. I am first gonna show you how this is done, how they can be used on Bleastel, because they are not only useful on big maps, they're also useful on small maps if you get a shy ghost. And they're especially good when you're playing solo. And then we are going to go to Sunny Meadows. For now, I had an absolute 100% success rate at finding the ghost using a combination of the sound sensors and the paramic in Sunny Meadows. So if you're scared of playing Sunny Meadows because it's too big, finding the ghost is too difficult, you lose too much sanity, fear not, because this trick will actually... like, just if you learn to use its sound sensors, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. We also have the headlight. As you can see, you will see it better when we are in the house. But we don't even need to use a flashlight in our inventory because we have the tier 2 headgear, which is this pretty dim light, but it's enough to play and it's enough for you to see. And I think it's really, really good. So what we are going to do, we are going to keep them in sphere mode. If you have tier 3, you have several modes. The cones, we tried them out, they're actually useless. So don't use the cones, keep the sphere on. We're gonna place these two bad boys. We're gonna place one upstairs. Where am I going? We're gonna place one upstairs. If we hear the ghost in between, we are just gonna ignore it. I will acknowledge it. I will not pretend that I did not hear. I will tell you if I hear the ghost, don't worry. But I will play as if the ghost was super shy. For example, that was the case there. For now, we didn't hear anything about the ghost. Anything. We don't know where the ghost is. Let's see if we can find out where the ghost is. All we did is place these three sensors. We could have gone to look for the power and stuff. That's what I usually do. I go look for the power, I go look for the bone, and then I look for the ghost. But just for, like, educational purposes, I'm not playing the game as I usually do. I'm strictly focusing on the sound sensors before we investigate the game. So, the ghost I meant. So, we're gonna make this a bit bigger. As you can see, you can make them bigger, so we are going to do this. That way, that was just environmental. So that way we can cover the whole house. Wait a second. This one is going to probably need to be max. That way we have the whole upstairs. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to sit here and we're going to check. We're going to check if we hear something. Because as you could have heard right there, we heard some noises that came from the house. This, for example, was a creak that was between these two. Here, the floor creaked. That is not the ghost, that's just a house. So it's just nothing paranormal in this. That's another creak. So you can hear from the truck anything. I like that it's like demonstrating it. You can hear anything that the ghost is doing from the truck, using the sound sensors. And we would hear everything from all of the mics at the same time. So it's not because only the first floor is being displayed that we're not hearing what's up there. That is just to check their location and size, but they're all active at the same time. It sounds like the ghost is in the attic. Well, it's not doing anything anyway. So we need to confirm that it's in the attic. So see, that is the power of sound sensors. We just need to look at the activity chart. I recommend always playing with the activity chart, by the way. It's a very activity chart and sanity charts. I know that many people play in Nightmare But if you get those monitors back, that's what custom difficulty is for after all. If you get those monitors back, they are so good for learning more about the game and having more interactivity with the game rather than just guessing, that I'd really keep them on. I'd really keep them on. I think they're the game is way more fun with the monitors. That's my opinion, obviously. That's just my opinion. So right now we are waiting for the ghost to actually do something, which it will do eventually. And since we're in the truck, and I'm totally not a truck dweller. If you've played with me before, you know that I really don't like playing by staying in the truck and being safe. I like to go to the danger, but also I don't know, these sound sensors, they feel so much fun to use because you can use your knowledge about every sound. Like for example, I was playing with a friend when I was still learning to use them. We placed the sound sensor on Tanglewood, and suddenly we hear a locker from the because the sound sensor was basically covering the whole house, but we heard a locker door, and the only locker door is in the garage in Tanglewood. So knowing what locker doors sound like exactly, you immediately know what the ghost room is, and we could investigate the ghost in 1 minute. Oh, all right, it did something now, and it was not caught. So I think that was the confirmation that we wanted, that it is in the attic. We do have a fourth one, so we're gonna go place it, and we are gonna let's place a book and dots, because these are the two passive ones. Well, actually dots. What can we place? I don't know. Let's take something random. EMF. Just so that we have items there already, but I really want to confirm the location of the ghost with the sound sensors before we do anything. I'm not gonna turn on this EMF. I hope that the ghost is not gonna do something obvious while we are there. I wanted to stay shy because that's exactly my point. My point is that even if your ghost is extremely shy, well, we clearly saw the cold breath there, so we know it's here. But did you see that? Oh my god. Oh my... Fuck you, that was so scary. Let me out of here. Did you see? How long did it take me to tell you that the ghost was in the attic? It took me like less than 3 minutes. The ghost was not doing anything. The ghost was not doing anything, and it took us 3 minutes. Yeah, that was pretty scary, Dova, I agree. So it took us 3 minutes to find that the ghost was in the attic. And we did not drop any sanity. Do you start to understand what I meant with the sound sensors are now the best item in the game? This is because what usually kills you is how long it takes you to find a ghost. Finding the ghost is always the hardest thing in Phasmophobia, especially on larger maps. Like we're gonna do that on Sunny Meadows. You'll see. When we do this on Sunny Meadows, it's absolutely crazy how easy you can find a ghost on Sunny Meadows using those sound sensors. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. And it's very interactive too. It's just amazing. It's an amazing item, and people should give it more credit. So let's go to attic, make it huge. Yep, now you can hear. Now you can hear the activity that it just did was rocking the chair. See that? See how amazing that is? Alright, so now we can investigate properly. We're gonna look for the bone. What's our sanity? And see, all this costed us only that much sanity. When checking every single room and stuff would have taken us so long. Especially when it's in the attic. You spend so long checking the other floors. Because the attic is just... Is that the bone in this? Oh, that's just some weird shading? No, that's just some weird shading. The attic is so far from every other room, so isolated, that you're gonna check the whole house before you find it. So obviously, I don't always use them, because I only use them. What I do, if you've seen me play before, you know that's how I play. I always look for the breaker first, so that we can save some sanity by using the house lights. So first breaker, and also the breaker have fixed locations, so you're guaranteed to find the breaker pretty easily if you know these locations. So I always get the breaker, then I get the bone. And the bone is completely random. So you're gonna have to go all around the house. And usually, because I have pretty good experience with the game, usually by the time I find a bone, well, depending on how hidden the bone is, that's a very random variable there. Depending on how long it takes me to find a bone, I will usually find a ghost room as I'm looking for the bone. That's usually what happens. We have a mirror. Of course, we could have used a mirror that... Oh, it's haunted. Is it fast? Oh my god, it's a Thay. It's a Thay. Is it a Thay or a mimic? I guess we're gonna stay for one more hunt just to check if it's actually a Thay. But we need to watch out. We need to watch out. And yeah, the new headlight, by the way, it does count as a flashlight and it takes a few seconds to turn off. So it's pretty dangerous to have it on at all times. And because of how dim it is, I have died before because the ghost was haunting and I didn't know if it was on or off, and I happened to turn it on in the hiding spot because I wanted to turn it off, or, well, yeah, it's a bit dangerous to use, but I think it's a matter of learning, so I will still use it. It did kill me a few times. So where was I? Yeah, by the time I find a bone in houses... Okay, it is actually a Thay. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 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 Get the fuck away from me. Yeah, take the stairs. That's a good idea. Alright, my point is made. I think we're gonna leave. I don't want to die to this Thay. I would just lose money. That's all that will happen if I keep on fighting against this Thay. A Thay in the attic? No, no, no. Just get the fuck out. Trust me. Trust me. Such ghosts, Thays and demons particularly, if I identify them, I don't fight them. They will win. Trust me, they will win. So get the fuck out. Save your ass. Pocket the money that you can get. Move on to the next one. It's not worth fighting. So, that was Bleasdale. That was Bleasdale. You might be thinking, yeah, but Bleasdale, you know, finding the ghost on Bleasdale is not that difficult. Let's go and check it on Sunny Meadows. We're gonna do this on... Ooh, we just unlocked the tier 3 video cam. Look at this. Fancy. Let's get it. Alright, alright. Did we unlock any other tier 3 thing? Let me check real quick. No, this definitely not. This is already tier 3. Maybe the book. 63 for the book. Maybe this. Oh, 79. I know that the crucifix is the last one, so I don't need to check. 70. Salt 68. 77. A tripod, I don't care. I'm on tripod hater team for sure. I'm definitely our tripod hater team. So let's go to Sunny Meadows. We're gonna go with the same settings. I think that Nightmare with the monitors on, it's pretty good for showcasing this. I usually play on 1 evidence, 1 second grace period, so very, very difficult settings. But I don't since right here I want to focus on the sound sensors, I don't want to make it too difficult, you know. But if you want to see more, come check us on twitch.tv/CrayosTheBear. We stream every Sunday to Thursday at 6 p.m. EST, so feel free to join us and also subscribe to the YouTube and like the video, please. That would be very nice if you made it that far and you find this interesting. So, we grab our headlight, we grab sound sensors. And basically the way I do it, you know what, we're gonna grab only two because we're gonna need to go to the other side anyway. The way I do it is I get the headlight, I get the paramic. You know what, I'm not gonna... Should I use the paramic? Yeah, I guess I will. No breaker here. So if you use a combination of the paramic and the sound sensors, you can apply this knowledge that we saw from before, that we learned on the house. You can apply this knowledge to Sunny Meadows and find the ghost extra fast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to rule out the ghost being in the wings, in the side wings. So we're gonna use the paramic here, but you know, you have no guarantee that the ghost is gonna make sound as you are in the hallway. So what you want to do is you want to place your paramic, your sound sensor, and leave. Just place it and leave. We can check that from the truck. It's going to save you so much sanity and save you so much time because you don't need to be here. And as you do this, just swipe the... breaker is not here. Just swipe the main wing at the same time, like this. So that if it's in the chapel or if it's somewhere in the main wing, because it's gonna... what we're gonna do now, it's only gonna cover the side wings. So we also want to check on the main wing, obviously. But if you get nothing at all from the side wings, you might consider... What the fuck? What the fuck was that? It scared the fuck out of me. So... Alright, so the ghost is on this side. The ghost is on this side. Alright. That was pretty lucky because we heard the ghosts do shit that is so scary. The paramic can be super scary. But... what the fuck? Was I gonna place this and get the fuck out? Get the fuck out, get the fuck out. I still want to showcase... oh, let me drop this. Oh no, it's cold in the hallway. Don't be in the hallway, please. Still gonna drop this because I want to be able to carry more things. But the paramic might still end up being useful. So here it was a bit of a lucky shot that we were here and it did something right as we were looking at it. So let's pretend we did not hear it for now, okay? Because if it hadn't done the sound, we would have just done the same. We would have gone in the hallway. We would have kept the paramic. We wouldn't have dropped the paramic, but that is not changing a thing. We would have just placed those sound sensors and gone back to the truck and do the same on the other side. So let's pretend we did not hear it. Let's pretend we did not hear it. We'll just be in the truck. We would obviously make them big. So you can change the range by using those buttons. You make them big, and we would obviously like check on it for a few seconds. As we grab the other sound sensors, we would still have the paramic, but yeah, let's not pretend that far that we did not drop the paramic. We still did because we know the ghost is over there. But yeah, we would basically, let's imagine we grabbed the sound sensors, we went back, we did the same on the other side. And now we wait a bit, we wait for activity, just the same thing we did on Bleasdale. We wait for activity and we listen. And we listen and we look at this. As we're listening, we look at these two. Anything that does not do activity is just environmental sounds. You can also recognize them because they have a lot of reverb. It's like they sound very distant and metallic. Do you hear that? What you're looking for is an item getting thrown. This, did you hear that? There you go. There you go. And this, see, very clearly, you can clearly see it on restricted area. So even if it hadn't done it right to our face, which it did, but let's pretend it didn't, Just waiting for 1 minute here. We found a ghost because we saw restricted area light up as it did the activity and we heard the door touch. So we know it is right here. We know it is right here. We know it for sure. So now we can start investigating. We are gonna check. I'm gonna grab these three. This is my usual starting kit. I really like Paramic, UV, and Photocam. Photocam mostly in case the ghost does a ghost event. That way you can quickly snap a photo. Or also if you find a boner. Which I'm gonna quickly check for. I'm not gonna check every room, but I might as well check the rooms that I pass. So we are now gonna complete this mission normally. And we are gonna do one more. We're gonna do a second Sunny Meadows. I just want to show you that, you know, we're not... Oh, okay, we could have found this. Oh, it's hunting. That's an early hunter. That's definitely an early hunter. We need to go check sanity when it's done. Should we try and listen for it? I think it's a bit scary, but I'm going anyway. Because I'm a city bear. So yeah, what I was saying is that I'm not a lockpicking lawyer, but I still want to show you it was not a fluke. I want to show you it actually works. Normal speed. Many throws. Many throws. Alright, we need to go check on sanity after that. Alright, I think it's done. It's not done. Be done, please. Thank you. Alright, let's quickly drop this shit. We'll grab it later. We want to go check on in the truck what our sanity was. We want to know if it's a demon or some shit. Did we actually lose 50% sanity by just placing the sound sensors? I don't think so. We even started at 100. That was really fast of a sanity drop. Yeah. Yeah, that's an absolute... Oh, wow. So we get a Thay, then a demon? Is that what's happening right now? We just got haunted at 90%. Because, yeah, do you realize that we found the ghost room by spending less than 10% sanity? That's what we did. That's how crazy this strat is. And I think... What I think is that if you considered... Many people considered that the candle was the strongest item in the game before. Because remember, the old candle could stop 100% of the passive sanity drop. If you were holding a lit candle and you don't get ghost evented or whatever, you would not drop sanity whatsoever. Your sanity would be fully maintained. But now the candles have been nerfed. Not only do they consume and not last long enough, not last long at all, which I actually dislike. On top of that, oh no, the breaker is in the boiler room again. Let's go get it. Just once. If it kills it, we won't go again, but we'll get it just once. So yeah, the candles. What was I saying? Yeah. So the candles have been nerfed and they don't last long at all anymore. They are really short-lived when you light them up. But on top of that, they don't protect your sanity anymore. Like, they barely do. Like, the tier 3 protects your sanity only for 66% of the drop. So you might as well not use it. Protecting it for 66%, it's not worth it, because the old strats would be maintaining your sanity at a specific level for you to do some testing. But if it's gonna still drop, but drop slower, you're still a bit in the dark. Like, I don't exactly know what my sanity is, because you don't know exactly how much it dropped. It's too complicated to know. Some people know how to count this, but it's like extremely advanced. So my point is, now that the candles are nerfed, And they don't work that way anymore. Wait a second. It was downstairs, right? Yeah, it was downstairs. Why am I going there? Now that the candles have been nerfed and your sanity is as much more risk. Loud as fuck. I think it's safe to say that the sound sensors are the new candles. Because did you see finding the ghost room on Sunny Meadows in less than 10% sanity? I think it's really, really strong. And what I'm telling you now, you could say, yeah, but you got lucky. The ghost did something as you walked into it with the paramic, so obviously you're gonna find it fast. It's in this room. I hate it. I hate that this can be a room. I absolutely hate that this can be a room. So let's try and find the orbs. This is huge. This is a huge fancy camera. I'm thinking it might be a mimic there. Wow, this camera is really cool. We're gonna stay near the hiding spot just in case. Just in case it starts hunting. The screams, man, the screams. I don't see any orbs. It might have actually been an actual demon. I don't know. Because it is cold here. Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you stinky? Are you horny? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you horny? Are you stinky? Where are you? Are you here? It's in here. Are we gonna die? Are we gonna explode? I think we might have an actual demon, so... there's no balls anywhere. I think I'm gonna call it a demon and leave because I'm kind of scared of dying. This hallway is... should we investigate the demon still? Maybe we get at least one of the demon evidence, so it's gonna be freezing, fingerprints, or... I can't remember. Freezing, fingerprints... Not orb. No, not orb. Writing? Okay, writing. Let's fight the demon. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. It's gonna be spicy though. It's gonna be very spicy because there's just no way. For those who might not know it, a demon can hunt at any sanity. It will hunt like very often like any other ghost, starting at 70% sanity. But it also has an ability to just decide to hunt whatever your sanity is. It regularly does checks, and it's like, like anytime, whatever your sanity is, the demon is like, do I feel like I should hunt right now? And it usually goes like, no, I guess not. I'm a bit too lazy. I won't. But rarely it will go, yeah, let's get to it. Let's go. And it starts hunting. Whatever your sanity is. You could literally be at 100% sanity and the demon just goes, yes, hunt right now. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Well, yeah, there is something because they're weaker to crucifixes. They are weaker to crucifixes. No thingies. The mirror didn't count. You stinky. Alright, so we need a writing book and we need to check on temps because... Wait. Oh! Alright. It did write in the book. It did write in the book. Alright, it is a demon. It is a demon. Now we're certain it's a demon because there was no orbs and also the mimic would never write in the book. Whatever the ghost is, whatever the mimic mimics, that is something that is a bit confusing, is that the only thing that the mimic does not copy from a ghost is its evidence. So even if a mimic mimicked a demon, It would never do writing. It would keep its evidence. But the mimic will always also do fake orbs. So you will always get orbs if it's a mimic. So that's kind of like a double counter to the mimic demon. Because if you get a demon hunt, but it has orbs, or it writes in the... Well, that's a hunt. If it has orbs, or it writes in the book, then you can know for sure it's a demon, or, well, it's a mimic if it has orbs, or it's a demon if it writes in the book. So that is a very obvious demon. And repel, cleanse, and motion sensor, I think we can do those. I think we can do those just to spice things up a bit. We're just gonna need to grab a motion sensor and smudge and wait for the hunt. We're not gonna go for the perfect game because, as you could see, the mirror photo did not work. The photos are extremely That was my own steps. I thought that was the ghost. Photos are extremely fucked in the current version. So don't count on me to get many perfect games because it's... Anytime you take a photo, it feels like flipping a coin and you don't know if it's gonna give you the photo reward or not. Oh, wow. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? That was very weird. Alrighty, so smudge in and motion sensor. That's gonna be pretty easy, I think. That should not be too difficult. We could also use the mirror to make it faster. Let's see, if it doesn't haunt... If it doesn't haunt... we need to go downstairs. If it doesn't haunt by the time we place the motion sensor, we might go back up and get the mirror. So that we can do it fast. Like force a haunt. That would be better actually, I think. It is currently haunting. I'm gonna turn my flashlight off. And wait. I cannot go in right now because the wings doors get locked during a haunt. I know it's haunting because I could not touch the door, the light switch. And here, if I go there, it's a bit scary because it's dark. See, it's locked. So let's go back into the room. I can actually use this. Yes, that's some pretty good light. Pretty good light as we wait. Do we have a light switch? Alright. It's done haunting, so we can turn this back on. Get in, turn on the lights so that we can hide easier. Ah, that is creepy. Oh my god, is it haunting? It's haunting. Get smudged. Hiding spot. Alright. We did it. We did it. Now we wait here. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. If it walks, if it decides to walk here, we're dead. We cannot stop it from deciding to randomly walk here. Now we just wait for it to turn off the lights, which means the hunt would be over. But also the delay between haunts is much smaller on the demon. We have only 60 seconds after we started smudging. So right as we smudged, we have a delay of 60 seconds on the demon before it haunts again. So the hunt, we had to smudge it at the start of the hunt, so the delay is going to be very short after it's done hunting. That's kind of dangerous. So we place this in its room, which is over there. Quickly place this, make it wide, and leave. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, you don't want to stay here. Oh, whew, we made it. We made it. Now we just need to wait for it to trigger the motion sensor and we're done. Whew. And that's how you do it. And that's how you do it. I think for the next one, we're gonna go with my usual settings. Oh, it's not even hunting. We're gonna go with 1 evidence, 1 second grace period. We're gonna do some kind of escalation, you know? We are still above 50%. Do you realize that if it wasn't a demon, we would still not have been hunted after all we did. Just thanks to the sound sensors. Wait, is it walking in this room ever? There we go. There we go. Let's go. Demon. Perfect. Whew. What a good game. What a really good game. That was a very, very nice game. Demon, let's go. Look at this payout. Look at this Sunny Meadows payout in nightmare mode. Well, we're lacking 0.1%, but who cares? Look at this crazy payout. And we can make it even crazier. We can make it even crazier. We are gonna make it even crazier now. Because of course, my goal is not for you to like watch this and be like, oh, we can make the game easy. No. I mean, if that's how you want to play, obviously do it. You can. Oh, I do. Anyway, if you want to play, if you just want to make the game easy because that's how you like to play, obviously it's up to you. But I think that spicing things up is the best way to make it like scary and fun and like make the investigation, make you fight for it, make you strive. You know, I really like this feeling in this game, like the survival feeling. Like, yes, we made it out, and we did everything. That is such a good feeling. That what I do is I play on 1 evidence, so the ghost is gonna give us only 1 type of evidence, and you need to use a ghost knowledge to figure out the rest. So that's a lot of tests to do and a lot of understanding about the ghosts to do. Like, you need to know every single perk that the ghosts have. And we also start at 75% sanity, so that's also something. And on top of that, we also have 1 second grace period. The grace period is the time during which the ghost is like warning you at the start of a hunt that it is gonna hunt. Like, you will hear the and for like a certain number of seconds. That is the grace period. That's what you call the grace period. And no, I'm not gonna use the cursed position. I want to keep on focusing the sound sensors. So yeah, this is usually set on, I think it's 5 seconds for amateur, then it goes down. Scary shit. Then it goes down the higher you get in difficulty. So that is one of the settings. It's a setting that most people don't think about too much, but it's a very important setting when it comes to the difficulty. It changes a lot. It changes the whole game. Just the grace period, how long you have to get away from a hunt before it starts hunting, really changes a ton. And we have only 1 second, which means that if the ghost starts hunting right on top of us, we're dead. There's no way we can get away in 1 second. I sometimes save myself if I'm like currently holding smudge and I just need to right click to get away. It can work, but if we are like currently investigating, we don't expect to hunt. What the fuck was that? We don't expect to hunt. And we get hunted from on top of us. Oh yes, I love this breaker location. Perfect. Then it's just death. But that's part of the game, you know. Sometimes the ghosts have to win. The ghosts have to win sometime, because your wins would not mean a thing if you didn't sometimes lose. That's how I see it. So yeah, 1 second grace period. What I love about it is that it also makes it so that ghost events are so scary. Because anytime the ghost appears, you're like, oh my god, this could be a haunt, because it doesn't have the super long grace period that I'm used to. I don't know if this is a haunt. Get me out of here, and you will just fear the ghost way much more. Way more. That's what I meant. Way more. English be hard. Alright, so now we're gonna go grab the second set of sound sensors. I forgot to kind of swipe the main wing as I was doing this. Should have done it before. As you can see, we don't have the tier 3 Paramic yet, but the tier 2 is already pretty good. I don't know if the tier 3 has an even bigger range or if it's just the screen that is on top of it. There's a ton of activity, so I think we can rule out these two wings. Yeah, nothing gets caught. We can rule out these wings unless it's all the way in the back. But yeah, for now, we can consider that it's not that. The sanity is getting dangerously low. We're gonna take one pill. There's no shame in taking pills, you know, they're here for a reason. Our pills are set to 20%, so we're gonna go back to very high sanity. It's still Sunny Meadows after all. It's no child's play. You better be safe. You don't want, as I just said, especially with a 1 second grace period, you don't want to get haunted on top of you without knowing it, without being prepared. Nice quote. Nice quote. Why does elements not appear? Is there a way to set it so that bots also appear in the browser source for chat? I don't know about elements enough to know this. Because it's kind of sad that it's not showing. Alright, let's place one here. Then we're gonna take the stairs. I have a feeling it's gonna be main wing. We haven't heard anything yet. I have a feeling it's gonna be main wing. Oh, it's right here. Alright. Is it cold in this room? Or in the next one? Well, we can figure things out when we come back. We know it's down here. That's pretty good. There is a way, but you don't know how. I will look into it. Thank you for telling me. I will look into it because YouTube is currently missing on the quote. But you know, YouTube, you wouldn't be missing on the quote if you joined us at twitch.tv/CreatersTheBear. Drop a follow, drop a subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you will know everything about the bear. Alright, we go back there. We grab... I guess we grab our usual kit now that we know where the ghost is. Which means EMF, photocam, and UV. So once again, obviously, depending on what the ghost does, where it is and stuff, you will have different results. But see, even if the ghost had not done anything as we were right there, we would have found it, because what would have happened is that we would have placed the sound sensor anyway and checked on it. We just heard it. We saw that it was hospital wing. We would have known it. Here, see, we'd have absolutely known that. So that's perfect. That's perfect. That's just a really good showcase. There's even more applications for multiplayer because, for example, you could have a player right now, like we could have a player go to the chapel and trigger a hunt, like use the mirror, use the Ouija board or whatever, and we, thanks to this sound sensor, we in the truck would hear the hunt, and we would be able to say like, oh, this is a revenant, this is a Hantu, we would be able to hear the footsteps, the ghost sound, everything. We would hear everything that the ghost is doing in this area, even the haunts, without anyone standing there. And that is so cool. I love this about the sound sensors too. They're even stronger in multiplayer. We actually did that before. Like, we had, I think, twins, but we were not certain if it was twins. And I had a friend hide in the office at the entrance there, and we kept on getting haunted, but the ghost was not in this area at all. So my friend was just safe in the hiding spot in the office, and I was listening to the haunts from the safety of the truck. Isn't that crazy good? Isn't that crazy good? Alrighty, it's time to go back. That's a very throwy ghost. Wait a second, that's a twin interaction. Look at this, it's bent. Look at this, it's not straight, it's bent. It's twins. Alright. We don't need no evidence. We don't need no evidence. Maybe we get lucky and we get a Ouija board. Sanity, very high still. Maybe we get a Ouija board and we can get the boner. How about that? Oh, we still need to find evidence with EMF and a firelight. So let's bring a candle. Easy game. So yeah, if you get activity on the chart that is actually a slope, like a bend without plateauing, you can see that the line is bent as it goes up. It means 100% that it's twins. Unless it was at the end of a hunt. Okay, this mirror does not work. The photo does not work. We tried it earlier, so I'm not going to try it again. Yeah, unless it just finished a hunt and did some interaction at the same time, in which case the hunt and the interaction overlapping might look like twin interaction. We can turn this off because it's not in this area. It's on the other side. We barely set foot in the room. And we already know what the ghost is, where it is, and stuff. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy what you can do in Phasmo when you have the knowledge. I love this. Look at all it did. This crazy ghost. What is your room, though? What is your room? I would like to know. Over there? Alright. It's that room. Alrighty. No lights? Did you kill the lights? Aw, you stinky pooper. Well, we got the EMF. We can place this. I don't think we'll ever find a boner because we don't have the Ouija board and I don't want to go around the whole asylum just to look for the bone. So all we need now is a motion sensor and a second candle, because putting 2 candles in is going to make it easier for it to blow one. Because for some reason it's easier to blow when there's 2 rather than when there's only 1. I thought it was the opposite. I thought that blowing 1 would be easier than blowing 2 of them. But it seems like when there's 2 it's easier to blow for some reason. I guess I don't know as much as I thought about blowing. So motion sensor and blowing, yeah, that's it. That's what I thought. It's gonna be a very easy game. Very easy. So this, and motion sensor. Maybe I would like to see another twin interaction before we leave, just to confirm it. Yeah, that's way too much activity to not be twins. And it's also pretty spread apart. Oh my god, this ghost is so active. Ghost is so extremely active. So it killed the breaker, but the breaker is at the easy location, so... No, that's not the stairs. Wrong door. Over there. And that was a perfect showcase of how to use sound sensors, and combined with the paramic, if you do that, trust me, Sunny Meadows will never... I did not turn on the breaker, I actually wanted to. You should stop fearing Sunny Meadows. Now that sound sensors and the paramic work the way they do, Sunny Meadows is extremely doable. Because I understand that even though I love Sunny Meadows from release, I absolutely adore this map, and I want more people to experience this map. This map is so much fun. I love it. You owe it to yourself. If you're a Phasmo fan, you owe it to yourself to learn to play this map. It's just way too much fun. It's just requires some learning. Just requires some learning. Just like anything in Phasmo in the end. Alright, that's a pretty good placement. Place this, place this. Alright. And we're good. We just need to leave now. We just need to leave. We're gonna check. Maybe we're gonna wait for one more twin interaction. Even though I'm pretty confident in my call that these are twins. They've been all over the place way too much to not be twins. So I'm pretty confident that we know it's twins. But there's a thin line between confidence and being cocky. And I try not to be cocky. Ring the ding ding dong. Please remember to touch the ding ding dong before you leave. It's very important. It's just a matter of politeness. You should touch the ding ding dong. That is so much activity and it's always one right after the other. So this is probably twin interaction too. It's just that there's a plateau in between, so it does not guarantee it. The only guarantee for twin interaction is when there's no plateau. It did blow the firelight, so that's perfect. Oh true, blowing candles now gives off EMF, so it's gonna do some crazy shit on the chart. When it blows the candles. You know what? I'm confident. I know I said that it might be cocky, but let's just leave. That's too much activity. Let's just leave. I think these are twins, and that we win. Suspense. Let's go, twins. Twins on Sunny Meadows, and this is the real payout there. This is not even perfect game. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is not even perfect game, and that is so much fun to do. It's so much investigation. So that's gonna be it for the video about the sound sensors. I hope you're now convinced and you're gonna use sound sensors in all of your missions. So please use them, try them, experiment with them. They are so much fun. Tripods, no, you can go fuck yourself. Tripods suck. Don't buy tripods. They're a waste of money. I know most people like them. I don't know why. I don't get it anyway. This is not a hate the tripod video. This is a love the sound sensors video. And yeah, give them much love. Just as much love as you would give this video by subscribing to the channel and liking the video. And also join us at twitch.tv/CourierTheBear, Sunday to Thursday, 6 p.m. EST. In the meantime, take care of each other, love each other, and have tons of fun. Crayos.